What's up, world? It's your boy Sporty Black checking in again. Dawg Nation, shout out. Today we're gonna talk about the first week of camp, what we're seeing so far, and what to expect from some of the incoming freshmen. Well, the first week of camp, it's kind of tricky because it's the acclimation part of camp, meaning it's really like no real full contact. You know what I'm saying, with the helmets and everything, the shoulder pad, the whole just hit. So that's a good thing. But so you work more on conditioning and the basic fundamentals, you know what I'm saying, and just the team concept of laying the foundation. So that's what's been going on this first week. And the quarters back, they looking real good, they're looking sharp, both From and Justin Field, and it should look real good. And I just want to say that I'm glad that our football program is handling the quarterback situation a lot better than they're handling it over there in Alabama. Because right now, they're done turned into a real circus over there with the quarterback situation. And I think that's something that, moving forward, I really appreciate, the job that Kirby and the staff is doing, with the quarterback room. You know what I'm saying? Everybody on the same page. It's all about the team and the goals set forth for the team. So however, any player or any position, whether it is the quarterback position, as long as they can help the team reach those goals, that's the whole message. So I'm just glad that's how we going about it. But the competition is there. It's a good thing to know that incoming freshman Zamir White has been cleared. So with no restrictions, although they go still kind of have a pitch count on him to not let him, kind of monitor, bring him back at a certain time, you know what I'm saying, so he can get more confident in taking contact on that knee, because I think right now it's mental and kind of psychological until he get back used to, getting tackled, you know what I mean. Then you got the other incoming back, James Cook. He's looking real sharp out there, and you can see flashes of his playmaking ability. So I look for the coaches to try to come up with creative ways to get him involved with the offense, because he's very versatile with his skill set. Maybe he will be on special team. And as far as the incoming freshmen, that's something that Kirby Smart really trying to, preach to them and let them know the best way and the quickest way to get on the field as a freshman is through special teams. So when they came in, he showed them a film of guys like Sonny Michel and other guys, in their freshman year, the impact they played on special team. None of them started in their freshman year, but they all went on to eventual NFL careers. So he's just trying to drill that into their, their mental, because that's just football. And I think a lot of these guys will buy into that, because playing football, no matter what level you played at, eventually if you played at a powerhouse high school, it was steps that you had to go through, JV, and things of that nature each year to get more and more playing time, as you moved up the rank. And when you come to a program that's talent rich as Georgia, you got to realize that it's people just as good as you here, or even better than you here. So you really got to put forth a steady work ethic every day. It can't be no days off, no plays off, because if you go to slacking, it's somebody right on your heel that's trying to take your position. So therefore, the competition at a lot of these positions is just unparamount. It's really, really good for the overall culture of the team. But everybody know we got a very talented team, but on the flip side of all that is very inexperienced. So a lot of the coaches are worried about certain position groups, most notably the secondary, because we got so many unproven guys. We got a lot of talent though, but that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to really see what guys, you know, can they really depend on to go out there and not give up the big plays, and who can go out there and be sound in the tackling, to tackle, you know, because this could be a big thing for the young players. So, and one thing about Georgia, how they like to do it, you know, we run basically a 5 DB set, you know, but what they like to do, they like to identify their top 6 DBs, and those are the ones they really give most of the playing time to. You know, after the 6, then pretty much everybody else, you know, you kind of gonna be, you know what I mean, all about just a backup role or special team role, you know. So once they identify the 6, then they pretty much got what they want. So, you know, it's a big battle. It's a lot of guys, you know, jockeying for position, you know, in that secondary. So it's going to be great to see how that thing turn out. But incoming freshmen, you know, if they buy into the special team aspect of getting on the football field, I think they'll have, you know, a lot of success, you know, about just trying to deal with, you know, being at a university like Georgia with so much talent. Because if you coming in as a 5-star recruit all your career, you've been in pats on the back and been hearing about how great you is, and you come to college, you ain't getting no playing time. You know, on the verge of getting red-shirted, you know. So it's kind of a culture shock, and it's something that they got to be able to deal through mentally. A lot of guys can't, you know what I mean? But a lot of guys can. And so I'm really more interested into seeing the guys that redshirted last year, guys like Robert Beal, seeing what they could do, you know, moving forward. I'm also interested in seeing, you know, some of the incoming freshmen, as well as the graduate transfer, Jay Hayes. He's coming in from Notre Dame to help us on the defensive line, and that's a place that we really, really, really need some help, because we don't got as much depth as we would like. And then the guys that we got there, all of them are not playing up to the standard that the coaches want. So the addition of Jay Hayes was just a major catch for us. It was a really good move that we got him, you know, so he can definitely help us out. But, you know, next week, moving forward, is when it, you know, it's really get good, because it start hitting, then you go to practicing towards the very first scrimmage. Then after that, you know, you keep practicing the second scrimmage. You go get closer and closer and more closer to the game 1 on September the 1st against Austin Peay. You know, so that's, you know, that's excitement in itself. You know, I'm just waiting to see. But one person to keep your eye on through camp is Tyson Campbell at that cornerback. Keep your eye on Tyson Campbell. But other than that, that's all I got to say, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Hit that subscribe button if you will, and go Dogs.